All right. We're not even going to waste any time. Return of the Dream Canteen by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I've been so patiently waiting this album after going to see the show, listening to Unlimited Love. I know they announced it just 2 months ago, but it's so crazy to get two Red Hot Chili Peppers albums in the same year, let alone 6 months apart. Their average time between two albums is 4 to 5 years. Um, so to get another album so shortly after the previous one is pretty insane. We're not even going to waste any time. We're just going to go straight into it. This is going to be my first raw reaction to uh, Return of the Dream Canteen with the first track, Tip of My Tongue. This is one of their singles, so we've already heard it, but we're just going to play it through and I'll give some thoughts as they come through. If I'm just quiet the entire way, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to be, somewhat responsive, but we're just going to, this is the first time we're doing this, so we're just going to play it by ear, literally. I love that this is the opening track. I just love Anthony Kiedis' way of singing. That guitar is so simple, but it gets the job done. Complete bass is also on point. I just love that bass. All those effects in the background. That's a solid track. I've already heard it before. I've already heard it from the band before, but it's a really, really solid track. And it is really psychedelic. I really like that they revisited this style in their music. So this next song is Peace and Love. Let's see what style they this could go one of two ways, so let's see how this goes. This is the first new track that I'm now hearing for the first time. This is basically the B-side of Poster Child. Okay. Second chorus, it's starting to grow on me a little bit. Okay, yeah. I dig that. Don't know if that's gonna be like one of my top songs yet, but I definitely enjoyed that. The chorus is definitely the standout for me, and then that little breakdown they had was really, really cool. So next song is Reach Out. In a mason jar, Texas blood flow, in a biker box stick to bluegrass guns. That chorus definitely gives me like Ready-Made vibes. Whereas Ready-Made is just like at an 11 the entire time with energy. This one has a good 50-50. It has like the same heaviness as like These Are the Ways. That was funky. Wow. I actually, at first I was like, man, what is this drum pattern he's doing? But yeah, I like that. You got to change it up sometimes. You know, you can't just keep it as a regular 4/4 rock pattern. And I think that was handled pretty well. Would I have kept it the entire way through? I may have changed it up a little bit, but I dug what was going on there. So this next one is Eddie. We've already heard this one, but we're gonna play it through anyways. I absolutely love this song. So emotional. I mean, even without the vocals, you could take the vocals out, and this is still such a beautiful song. I just love this pocket that Chad's in. I think this part really, really hit me. On my first listen, this part felt like really heavy. I would do anything to hear this live. Just see John just absolutely destroy this song. So good. All right, so that was Eddie. I absolutely love that song. That right now is probably my favorite song off the album. I mean, we're only 4 songs in, but granted, we've already heard that song a lot of times. Such a great song, and that outro jam is just insane. It literally sounds like it was pulled out of a live session. It doesn't feel like a commercial album. So next song is Fake as Fuck. So let's see how this one goes. Damn, okay. Okay, wait. That's a really fucking clean transition. This is immediately shot up to my favorite song. I'm getting Pretty Little Ditty vibes. Oh my god. Okay. So I have some thoughts. I loved everything that I heard about that song. The last minute where it did that breakdown felt like a completely different song. So I really wish that it maintained that pocket of the beginning of the song, and it just stayed in there the entire way through, and saved that other bit, that last minute and a half, for a completely different song. They did this with Veronica. It sounds like 2 songs just mashed together, and this one, I really, really like this song. It's probably my favorite so far, but and it, you know, this is just from my first listening. So that part will probably grow on me in the future, but like as of right now, my thoughts are I really wanted that to just stay in that pocket all the way through. I love that song. That immediately shot up to my favorite song on the album so far, and it clears quite a few songs off of Unlimited Love also. All right, 5 songs down, we are now going to a song called Bella.
wants to live in LA. Come put your rash in my tray. That's alright, she's leaking on my shoulder.
I don't know how Kiedis does it every time. I mean, it's a solid chorus line. That guitar work is insane. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, okay. I was at first I was just like, I don't know about this one. Okay. Okay, yeah. That's man, that was a busy song. At first I was just like, I don't know about this one. I'm kind of scared. As it was progressing, once we got to that second verse and then going into the chorus, it's weird how that works, right? Like, so I guess because you hear something new for the first time, regardless if it's the Chili Peppers or anybody, you hear something for the first time, you're used to their style, and they bring something new to the table. At first you're like, I don't know about this, and then kind of revisit it within the same song, and it literally grows on you real time as you're listening to it. It's pretty crazy. So that's a really cool one. I heard him say Sinatra, and just like the vibe of it definitely had these kind of I don't know if you would say like alley cat vibes, but I definitely got some jazzy vibes in that. So that was pretty cool. That was Bella. So next song is Roulette. This is definitely a vibe song. I like this. Man, the guitar was really what like sold me on that. The chorus was pretty good. I liked the lyrics on that. But yeah, no, that it was mainly the guitar throughout the whole thing that was just buckling me down on there. That was Roulette. The next song is My Cigarette. We are about halfway through the album. Okay. Whole new vibe. This one's gonna have to do. It's gonna have to do quite the task to pull me back the other way, because I'm already like. Let's see. Sorry, it was the cigarette. This song is like a trance. Like I imagine this was a lot of fun to put together, and it is like a trance. Like, I swear, of all the songs that are gonna be stuck in my head, this is gonna be the song. And if that's the only reason, it's I don't know if it's my least favorite, but it's definitely different than everything else. And it's gonna be the one that's gonna be stuck in my head. You know, the electronic drums were a choice. I don't know if it needed to be 4.5 minutes, but but it is, and I'm just gonna have to accept that. We're just gonna go to the next one. I mean, it's not a bad song. It's different. It's definitely catchy. And like I said, it's probably gonna be the one song that's gonna be stuck in my head all day, just because of that. All right, and we had a tease from this one a little bit ago, and this is track number 9, Afterlife.
Long live the king, the young grows old with his buffalo string. I got a Tupelo when we're ready to go. We come to wrestle now. Take on the lake of your love. Long after we have been gone from this song, well, the afterlife sings one for me. Take on this
I really like the ideas that are coming across these songs. I think this is just like, I feel like I understand this album a little bit. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I have too many thoughts about that one. It's probably my least favorite so far, and not for any other reason than like nothing necessarily significant stood out to me on that one. And maybe that'll change with time, but that's just kind of where I am. I mean, it's kind of right there with My Cigarette, actually. But I mean, it was good. I think while I was realizing with that particular song, and it had some great moments in there, but what I'm noticing with this song or this album is it just feels like a lot of jamming, and there's some great ideas across the board, because they're incredible musicians and they just wrote their thoughts down. It's almost like Return of the Dream Canteen. It's almost kind of like like a dream journal. Like they had these ideas that just kind of manifested, whether it be just in the middle of a jam session, or like those hot flashes at 4 a.m, and you just like, I gotta write something down, and then you just write something down, and then you revisit it, and then you just roll with it. And I love that, because these flashes that I'm getting from this album are very, very strong. They're definitely leaving imprints on me. So far, I wish they were a little more refined. There's definitely some rough around the edges vibes to these songs, and I'm okay with it. But that's kind of where I am right now with this album. I would say so far, I do like Unlimited Love better. But there are some tracks in here that are very strong too. So now we got Shoot Me a Smile. Give me Josh era vibes. Looks like I'm Beside You. Kind of the same thing as Afterlife. There's nothing that necessarily stood out to me about that one. Decent track. Kind of gave me Eddie vibes. Yeah, we're gonna go to Handful, track number 11.
Where I failed to succeed. I wanna take your smell inside my dirty mind. You put a spell on me, no, I'm not the dying kind. Let's turn your body into a drive-in movie screen. You can shoot them all down so they won't steal my dream.
Yeah, that one was actually growing on me as I was listening to it. I really like that one actually. You know, we're 11 songs in, and I don't think it was fair for me to assume this, but I think from Unlimited Love and some of their past songs or its past albums, I was kind of hoping for a little more of their vulnerable, like, romantic side. And some of these songs do show flashes of that. But for me personally, the songs that I get drawn to from them are their romantic songs. And where they're incredibly vulnerable, that sort of thing. I haven't been getting that in a lot of these songs, but that doesn't discredit or discount these songs. I really do like them. They're definitely from a different bag than what I was expecting or what I've heard from them, but it does sound like they are having a lot of fun with just throwing these songs together. So we are now going to song number 12, The Drummer. And I'm just going to kind of bring back the fact that we do have 6 songs left. So there still is some room for that one song that I'm looking for. But The Drummer. Let's go.
Stay awake, fall asleep. Take a look at what you're thinking, what you really need to keep. My atoms are indivisible. Shut it up, run it down. Tying a gun a second, my best move is in the criminal. Let's make
I really like that, actually. Okay, so I made a discovery. During that song. I really liked how the keys were incorporated in there. And just from the past songs that we were listening to, it kind of revealed to me that what this album is. To me, in my opinion, Return to the Dream Canteen is John's Getaway, or John's One Hot Minute, where you finally get to see a lot of his personality shine through, and the band is starting to get into this experimental stage of where they are in their career right now. Obviously, they just had an album with John, with Unlimited Love, and 6 months later they have this one. These were probably pulled from the same session, or like similar time frame. So the way these albums were pieced together, may have been just chance. But point being is, where Unlimited Love is very commercial, this one is more experimental, and kind of in the same vein as Josh's era with I'm With You. I loved I'm With You. Just a great palate cleanser, going from Stadium Arcadium to I'm With You. And then just seeing a lot of Josh's personality across that entire album. Then you get into The Getaway, where it's, you still got that flair, but I think where The Getaway, this album succeeded where The Getaway failed. That's what that song right there, the drummer, just told me. And I'll pretty much leave it at that. So the next song is Bag of Grins, number 13. Let's see what we got.
In my day, I could hear them say Mr. K was awfully close. 9 o'clock, I turned my heels inside for one last time. 10:30, I tagged my G and died up on the vine. I died up on the vine. I don't understand. I do not understand. 9 o'clock, I turn my heels, and suddenly, when the moment comes.
Okay. No immediate thoughts on that one. I think it was a pretty good song. Kind of reminds me of Nerve Flip, which just came out. Yeah. No immediate thoughts, but I enjoyed it. This one is track 14. La 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 la.
Tell me how it feels for you to order Happy Meals for two. And when it all seems out of reach, we'll clean up plastic off the beach. Your figure is a perfect speech. You'll be Chong and I'll be Cheech.
Oh my god.
I won't spend it in one place.
He did not just say that.
To get a taste.
I hope they had a lot of fun writing this song. That song was a fucking whirlwind. I wasn't quite sure what I was listening to. I mean, it happened. That was definitely a thing that happened. That is one of the songs of all time. All right, number 15, Copperbelly. Oh my god. Oh, these transitions, man, they're so fucking good. Yeah. I liked that. That was a good one. Copperbelly. I liked those transitions. I liked the guitar, that bass. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Was I getting like Incubus vibes from that? I think so. I think I was getting like an Incubus vibe from that. Yeah, I dug that. We have 2 tracks left. Holy shit. It is track 16, Carry Me Home. Okay, putting the 3-4 tracks at the very end of the album. that's gonna be a song for the tour. I can't see them not playing that one. Okay, so we have one song left. Um, Carry Me Home. That was excellent. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go through what I think were the highlights of this album. It obviously, to me, it shows that they were just having a lot of fun putting this together. Um, like I said, this is pretty much John's um, version of The Getaway, in my opinion. Um, I think this album succeeded where The Getaway came up short, and the reason I say that is because The Getaways was definitely a experimental album, definitely much different than what they are normally known for. And I feel like this album uh, excelled in that department of, incorporating the keys, incorporating synths, you know, uh, other instruments, but still maintaining that energy. I felt that The Getaway was very stripped down and raw. And while I did enjoy that at the time, I really was missing a lot of that energy, and and it shows. But kind of going through the list of shoot, we kind of just crash course this, so I'm trying to like remember exactly what I heard. I did enjoy Peace and Love, Reach Out, and I'm not gonna mention Tip of My Tongue and Eddie. I mean, we can, Tip of My Tongue was good. Obviously that's meant for the radio. Peace and Love was excellent. Um, Reach Out, I really liked the vibe of that one. Eddie, of course, incredible. Fake as Fuck is definitely the standout to me out of the new songs. I really enjoyed that one. That's probably my favorite that I can think of. Bella was interesting. That one was the Sinatra, like jazzy kind of one. Yeah. Roulette was had that really nice chorus. My Cigarette is again going to be one of those that just haunts my dreams just because of how repetitive it is. But still enjoyable. I don't think there was one that was like out there for me that I just did not like. We got to Afterlife, Shoot Me a Smile, and Handful, and those ones were kind of felt like they kind of fell off for me while there were some highlights in there. But Afterlife and Handful of those three probably were a little bit stronger for my taste. I did like what they did with the drummer. That was a fun one. I think that was the one. Yeah, that was the one that had those keys in there. I really enjoyed that. Bag of Grins is probably the one that I'm least fond of as of right now, that I'm kind of looking at the list. Bag of Grins. It's a 5-minute song. I don't think it needs to be that long. And felt like I was getting kind of like lost in that. Gives me Nerve Flip vibes, and while I do like that style, for 5 minutes, it's kind of a lot. La 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 la. That one is that one is really interesting. A lot. I mean, we had a Happy Meal reference. We had a Cheech and Chong reference. That one was pretty interesting. And I thought that was gonna be the song that gave me that romantic itch that I was hoping for, but it went a whole different direction, and I'm kind of glad that it didn't give me what I wanted, because I got a good laugh out of it. Copperbelly was awesome, and Carry Me Home was also great. I can see both of those being played live. So, yeah. Overall, so far, I mean, we're already at the last song, but overall, really enjoyed the album. Kind of in the vein of what I was expecting as far as it being experimental, it being psychedelic. But man, it went in whole different directions that I was not expecting. So I'm very pleased with the end result. And like I said at the beginning, Unlimited Love was one of those that required multiple listen throughs for it to finally sink in. I'd say I'm very happy with where I am right now with this set list than I was when Unlimited Love came out. When Unlimited Love came out, I was very on the fence of what I enjoyed from the album. I almost felt like I didn't even like the album, but after a couple of days of listening over and over again, a couple of weeks go by, and man, I'm just like jamming the entire album. So it may be the case for this one too. Some of these that are kind of I'm on the fence about, they may grow on me and become some of my favorites. It's happened in the past, and I expect that trend to continue. So, without further ado, the final song of the album, track 17, In the Snow, not to be confused with Snow. All right, let's go. Is he saying slow rodeo? Slow rodeo.
High-waisted, she tasted like a salacious confrontation, salvation from the salivating demarcation of Colombian incarnation of the patron saint of pale elation.
Gave me the death of a Martian spoken word.
The ball is clearly in my coat. Laughter blocks my path. Blue check, blue check, blue check, blue check, blue check, blue check.
Wow. That one was also a fucking whirlwind. I think my only issue with that one is just the electronic approach. Had they gone with some actual instruments, and I guess it's just the vibe of the song. I guess you really can't have acoustic drums in that, but I don't know. That's interesting. That was interesting. I don't know if that song was necessary for the album, but I trust that that is a song that they wanted to put on there for their artistic vision. And sometimes we have to just lay out everything out. And it doesn't matter what anyone else says, what anyone else thinks. Sometimes it's just the artistic expression that we as human beings need to put onto a canvas for ourselves. And that's how I am approaching that particular song. Okay, so 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know, there's probably, I mean, I like most of the songs. I would say like 75% to 80% of the songs on this album I really, really like. And that's a good base point for me because the last album I was very on the fence about a lot of the songs. Maybe it's just I've opened up a little bit more to where they are in their careers. But right now I really like where where these songs sit in my palette. Again, probably my favorite is Fake as Fuck. Bella is also up there. Roulette, The Drummer, Copperbelly, and Carry Me Home. That's due to change, but as of right now, those are the standouts. I'll have to give it a couple more listens. But yeah, those are my first thoughts about Return of the Dream Canteen. This was a lot of fun, and I hope to do this in the future with other albums that have already come out. More about that later. So, thanks for hanging out. Let me know what y'all think, and I will talk to you all later.